Hello there, one and all, and welcome to episode 381 of Love at First Scent with me, Persolaise. I promise this one will not take up too much of your time because there are just a few things I would want to take the opportunity to mention very, very quickly. But thank you very much for tuning in, whether you're watching live or you're watching the recording. Please do consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already done so. Please feel free to leave a comment, ask a question at any time. And also, if you would like to find out how you can support my work, if you've enjoyed this video, you should be able to see a link to my Ko-fi page in the video description below. And also, I forgot to say in the last two videos that I did, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you very, very, very much for helping me get over the 18,000 subscriber mark last week. This is the first time I'm sort of doing videos since I crossed that milestone. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support is hugely appreciated. First comment for this video goes to Rich, who says, burning one right now. Aha, but which one? Okay, so very, very quickly, because this isn't going to be like a super detailed video. Sharon says, congrats on reaching 18K. Thank you very much. I thought we would just talk about candles that you can burn in warmer weather and hotter weather, and also take the opportunity to mark the fact that Diptyque, the kind of quintessential home scents brand, are marking the 60th anniversary of the release of their first candles. They released a trio of candles 60 years ago. Polpo says, I also like Diptyque perfumes. I think they're underrated. Well, I mean, some of them are quite highly rated, aren't they? And so we do want to talk a little bit about Diptyque, and they've got a press release to go with the 60th anniversary, but there's a bit of the press release that I want to show you because they have come up with a crazy product to mark the 60th anniversary. I think they've only made 12 I was going to say copies, but you know, there are only 12 of this product available. 12 editions? I don't know. It's a very, very limited edition. Sharon says, for summer, I enjoy Diptyque's Jasmine and Mimosa. So just a couple of minutes talking about candles in the summer. It kind of makes sense. It's perfectly intuitive and logical to talk about burning candles in the autumn and in the winter, because they tend to have quite warm, welcoming, cocooning scents, and just the fact that you can see the flame is very, very welcome. But we don't very often think about candles in the summer. We maybe think about room diffusers and room sprays, but I burn candles all the year round. But obviously, I think you want to go for different sorts of smells, and there are plenty of candles out there that have got lighter, greener, more floral scents. I mean, for years when we went on holiday to a particular destination, I took the L'Artisan Parfumeur Mimosa candle, which I think was called Mimosa Marin, and it was just perfect for the summer, because even though, ironically, in the south of France where we were, Mimosa is a winter scent. It just worked with the heat of the summer. You know, things like tomato leaf work very well in the summer. Rich Mitch says, for summer I use Feuille de Lavande and Geranium Rosa. Luxurious to burn 2 scents at once, says Ollie. Ooh. And I will just use my patchouli candle, says Spaced Out. So I thought it would be worth mentioning Boy Smells, which is a brand that I think launched a couple of years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. I'm not overly familiar with their range just yet, although I have been sent 2 of their perfumes to try. Their candles certainly come across as quite impressive. And this one, I think, is one that I would recommend for the warmer months. It's called Ambrosia. Maudlin says, in Denmark, I think it's quite common to burn candles on these long, light summer eves. Yeah, there you go. Citronella has entered the chat, says EcoJock. Is there a perfume candle that gets rid of mosquitoes? Well, I think the Diptyque Citronella is meant to do that, and it's usually a summer limited edition. So check that out. So this is quite bracing. It's quite bright. It's got a little bit of a kind of welcome pinky quality to it, according to the brand. It's mandarin peel, rosemary, galbanum, iris, hinoki, and vanilla. And then they just repeat that in French. It's really, really charming, really attractive. Patchouli candle is good for getting rid of bugs, says Rich Mitch. The boy smells, what is that? Les candle? Is that meant to be? Is a nice floral one in the warmer months, says Deejers. Burning candles always seems a reverential thing to do, says Claire. It is calming, isn't it? So there you go, Ambrosia from Boy Smells. Now this is a brand new brand which is bizarrely, interestingly called Fine Scents. You would have thought that that would be a name that would have been taken by now. And it's a brand, I want to get the person's name right. It's a UK-based brand founded by Katerina Knight. And she says that she worked with a French perfume house on the smells, on the fragrances. And she told me candles then were poured in England, and she worked with an amazing London artist called Mayad Alos or Ios on the illustrations for the packaging, which are very, very attractive. I think you will agree. You know, the sort of beautiful kind of muse setting, and each of the names of the candles is somehow inspired by a location. And the two that I think would work particularly well for the summer are these two: Whitehall Gardens and Turn Again Lane. So Whitehall Gardens, I've burnt both of them. Now, the one thing to say about this is the actual containers they're in. These are massive. They could be used in a game of Cluedo. That I also have to say, I'm very, so far I've been very impressed with how these candles have burned. I mean, they've just sort of burnt perfectly. So this is Whitehall Gardens, and this really is a very, very gentle, really sweet, delicate sort of freesia, sweet pea garden note. I've been burning it a few times while I've sort of been doing, you know, the non-perfume job, the day job, and it's been just so pretty, so calming. Radu says, oh wow, I've seen so many of your videos, but it's the first time I caught you live. Hi from Romania. Hello, you are here live with us. And Turn Again Lane was quieter. When you smell it like this straight out of the container, it's more marine, but it creates a very, very kind of welcome, uplifting, cooling haze of scent. So not something that you kind of particularly identify, but when you kind of walk into a room that you haven't left for very long, because you must never leave a candle unattended, right? But you've left it for like 30 seconds, okay? And you come back 30 seconds later and you realize that the dimension of the room has kind of shifted slightly, and you've gone closer to a more tranquil kind of marine type setting. Now, I'm a big fan at the moment of Diptyque's Lily of the Valley candle, their Muguet. It's honestly, it's such a shame that we can't have this as a perfume, because this is actually, I think it's one of the most pitch perfect Lily of the Valley candles I've ever smelled. It's just got everything right. It's got that slight greenness right. It's got that earthiness right. It's got that slightly animalic, poisonous feel that Lily of the Valley has right. It's got the sweetness right, but it's also really, really delicate and gentle and tender and romantic, and it burns really well and fills the room really well with the scent of the Lily of the Valley. The Love Beneath says they had a sample sale recently. Was it you that bought everything, Persolaise? Who are we talking about? Because no, I didn't. But who are we talking about? Mimosa is lovely too, says Natasha. No, but the Muguet, I mean, I love Lily of the Valley anyway. And then this brings us to the anniversary, because I'm probably going to mispronounce this. I think it's Aubépine, which I believe is hawthorn, is one of the 3 original Diptyque candles. The other 2 being their tea or thé and cannelle, cinnamon. And this feels to me like all of the best bits of a 1980s pencil eraser. Diptyque had a sample sale, says The Love Beneath. I didn't know this. I suppose it's finished now. And very, very, very quickly then, let me tell you a little bit about this press release that they've done. I won't read all of it because it is quite lengthy. I'm impressed by the fact that they have done a press release for the 60th anniversary of candles. In 2023, the celebrated classic candle from Diptyque gets to blow out 60 candles of its own. From Aubépine, hawthorn, to Narguilé, from the 60s to the present day, 6 decades of olfactory exploration have brought us the Maison's most emblematic creation. Over the years, this essential part of the Diptyque story has evolved into a cult item, transforming interiors into a perfumed sensorial universe by means of its herbarium of unique fragrances, including their signature candles Baie, berries, Figuier, the fig tree, and Feu de Bois. I mean, everybody knows Feu de Bois. Now, I'm not going to read on lots and lots and lots, But there you go. Can you see that? Well, if I hold it there, then the ring light doesn't get in the way too much. Yeah, you can see that. I think that's a sort of original packaging thing. They've talked about how they've always done that kind of scattered letter feel on the packaging, but this is fascinating. I need to show you what they've done, okay? To add the crowning touch to this celebration, Diptyque has for the first time ever brought together all 49 nuances in its herbarium of scents in a limited edition gift set. This exclusive collection, produced in only 12 copies, is a scintillating summation of 60 years of creativity and boldness. So there you go. It comes, can you see that? And it comes in a kind of suitcase. And then there's a picture of it open. Price upon inquiry, by the way, apparently. Can you see that? You should be able to see that fairly well. Yeah. Yes. How much? Yeah, like I said, price on request. The anniversary gift set is available exclusively in the following boutiques. It's only in certain boutiques: Paris Saint-Germain, Paris Passy, London Sloane Street, Los Angeles North Beverly, New York Prince Street, Beijing Sanlitun, Chengdu Taikuli, Shenzhen Mixi, Seoul Garosugil, Hong Kong IFC, Abu Dhabi Yasmal, and Singapore Raffles City. Price on request. So if you live in one of those places, you can probably at least go and get to see it. I may go to the Sloane Street boutique to take a look at it, because I would love to be able to see it. So there you go. Like the video, people, says The Love Beneath. Yes, please do. Thank you very much for watching this one. Go and burn a candle. Don't leave it unattended. Be good, and I will see you again soon before too long. Take care now. Bye.